All right. It's sorry. This is my janky mic setup that I'm gonna be using today. It is Saturday, March 29th, and it's time to do another Google Earth stream. But before we do that, I do want to do something for a video. So, for my last random point video, I generated a coordinate and then I went there. But a lot of people were questioning if that was the first time I did that or if I was re-rolling all the time. So in complete transparency, I wanted to do this one on stream. That way it's proof that it's the first one I did. I'm not like cherry picking which point I'm going to, and it's actually random. So the next random point video will be in the state of Nevada. So let's generate the random point for Nevada on this stream, and that way people can come back and look and know that did that right. Carl Riker, hello, what's up? Yeah, let's do this real quick. Okay, so let me switch over to the random point generator. And I have it constrained to Nevada roughly. So what I did here is basically I went to the borders of Nevada and checked the coordinates. So here we got like 41, negative 117. And then I put in those boundaries in here. So we got 42, 35, and that goes from up here all the way down to here is about 35 degrees north. And then 114 to 120 west. So 114 over here, you can see, oh, this is 120. The other side's 114. Anyway, so what is possible when I generate this random coordinate real quick is we could get in this big section of California here, because essentially I just drew a big box around Nevada. So that is possible, and obviously if that happens, I'm not going to California. I want this to be a Nevada video, so I will re-roll there. And also if it happens to be like on Area 51, a military base, or private land, I'll have to redo it. But most of Nevada is public land, so when I generate this random coordinate, odds are, hopefully, it'll be on public land, and we'll have to do it over and over. So, I've done it a couple times, and like we can see this last one here is, I think, in Nevada. I think it worked. Yeah, this time it worked. Just barely Nevada. So, this next one will be the one I do for the video. No cheating. As long as, like I said, it's on Nevada public land. So, here we go. Randomize. Okay. Hopefully this is inside Nevada. Just make sure my stream is showing this. Yep. Okay, we're in a mountain range. Ah, it put us in California. Okay. So I gotta do it again now, because it put me in this section of California. So, okay, let's get in Nevada. As long as it's in Nevada, this is where I'm going. Okay. Yes, let's go. Okay, so this one is in Nevada. Let me make sure it's on public land. I think it's actually in Basin and Range National Monument, so that's really nice, because then I don't have to worry. It looks to be just on this hillside. Nothing crazy going on here, just some brush, a little cliffside here. But what I'm more excited about is the journey anyway, so let me just check my map and make sure that this is in. So, Plant Bro subscribed only a week ago and been loving your videos. It's so relaxing and beautiful. Hello from Ireland. Whoa, welcome. I'm currently generating my random point for my next random road trip, Nevada. So hopefully it's this point here. Let me just figure out what page this would be on. Just a sec. So right above. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I think I'm on page 76 here. So let's check. It's not actually in the monument. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's on BLM. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Because it's up just past these mountains. Yep. It's on public land. It's kind of hard to show you guys. I'll show it better on the video, but sweet. All right, that's where I'm going. So I'll save this point, and the Nevada random point video this will be the destination. So I'm excited. I mean, this area here. Let me put this into Google Maps or Google Earth so we can check out this area a bit better. Figure out what I want to do. Fayazu Abdullah, I'm also new. I love your trips. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, you guys. Let me switch back over to Google Earth now. Got the random point generated. Let's check out what I want to do on this road trip. So, and yeah, anybody watching this back after the video, now you know. I didn't fake it. Honestly, this does look like a pretty interesting area already. I mean, the point itself is, I don't think, going to be spectacular, but I think the trip will be. Let's see what the nearest photosphere has to show us. Oh yeah, that's Nevada. That's actually really nice. I mean, that just looks really pretty. These rock formations up here are pretty nice too. That's like got a stair step formation up there, maybe a lava rock. And so I'm gonna be over here. It doesn't look like there's too much topography, but it's kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah, so there's all these like little, just small canyons, and the point is gonna be up on this bluff. But in the background, we'll have some good mountains over there. Yeah, just mountain ranges all over the place. It also looks like there's some sort of volcanic thing over here. I don't know what this is. Ooh, what's this? That looks interesting. Not sure what that is, though. So, I would be coming in from Utah, so I think my route would be probably through here. Let me turn this off. Probably through here, and then I can stop at Great Basin National Park, which would be really fun, because, you know, it's a national park I haven't been to yet. And then down this way, let's see where the roads are. Oh, probably past here and then down this way. So let's check out some nearby mountains. Because last time we found a pretty cool thing on a Nevada mountain. There was like structures on top. So I'm seeing if that's going to happen again on a different range. Very nice. Troy Peak. What else we got around here? It'd be really cool to find like one small geologic formation that's pretty unique. Ooh, what is this? Just a little red mound. That kind of looks funny out here. What do we got in here? Oh, a lot of people. Wow. Some sort of red rock. Oh wow, that's a really pretty canyon. Oh, they're rock hounding. Got a rock hammer there. Weird. Is that another Troy Mountain? Oh, no, that's the same one I was looking at. So I think this is in the National Monument here. Just a ton of volcanic structures. It'd be really cool to find a cinder cone. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Or a structure, something archaeological would be really neat. Those are interesting. Let's see, what's up here? It's kind of funny banding there. Let's see what it looks like. Is it disc golf course? What's that doing there? Oh, there's a campground here. Okay. Not interesting. Also, am I louder this stream? I tried getting the mic a little closer, so because last stream everybody was saying I was really quiet. So let me know if I'm louder. That is a giant mine. Wow. That's Jesus. Big open pit mines like this are always just crazy to see. Can we see it from here? I don't think so. No. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we can. Jeez. Just moving a whole mountain. Is this a drone shot? It is. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Not really on the way, but could be part of the trip. Yeah, honestly, for this next random point video, well, I was unsure of where it was gonna be, right? Like if it ended up on this side of Nevada, I would have probably just gone straight there because it's a pretty long drive for me. Same thing with up in this corner or down here. But this is more on my half of Nevada, so I would really like to, yeah, like kind of take a windy route to get there to see some fun stuff along the way. Because the whole point is like to really experience the state, hopefully. Because I'm hoping to make it a series where I do it for all of the states after Nevada. I mean, if this video does good, I'd love to just, you know, keep checking off the states, at least the western ones. Because when I did it over here, I just saw so much stuff that I never had seen before, or never probably would have seeked out, and that was a really good feeling. So I wanted to do that again. Because I could also come up this way and go down, and that way I'd like be just going through all these ranges. Because I mean, this mountain range over here looks pretty sweet. It's just really big. These are the Ruby Mountains, I think, and they're so big that they're practically alpine. Like when you see this photosphere, you don't really imagine that this is Nevada. It's like, oh, that must be the Sierras or something. Nope, that's a Great Basin mountain range, which is really cool. Hey, Chris Carroll. Hope your weekend is going well so far. Yeah, it just started. Watched the Bob Dylan movie last night. That was pretty good. And now I got my Nevada point. That's so exciting because I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And I want to get it figured out so I can hopefully do it sort of soon. Because, I mean, a lot of people really liked that video, and I really liked making it, so it's a good recipe right there. What are all of these for, man? I don't know why people do this. It's ridiculous. So yeah, if you guys have any Nevada suggestions, I know it's kind of not a popular state, and it doesn't have any like standout features usually. It's kind of more of a enjoy the landscape sort of area, but I just want to give it a good check to make sure there's nothing hiding that I could find. Actually, one of the things that would be really fun to see is I think these are bristlecone pines here, and those are the oldest organisms on Earth. So maybe that would be fun to talk about while I'm there. There's a lot of interesting Great Basin species, especially trees. But I'm a tree nerd. I don't know how many people want to hear about trees. I'm just glad that this didn't end up on, a military base, because there are several pretty large military bases, and that's what I was most worried about, is getting smacked onto a nuclear site. But I mean, the first roll did happen to be California, but oh well. Bald Peak. See the 3D view here. Nothing crazy. I'd really like to find a big cliff wall, kind of like Notch Peak. Because there's got to be some. They're just hiding. So nobody goes to Nevada. I mean, it seems like there's lots of really pretty rock formations in these canyons. Oh, what's this? It's kind of weird. I don't know what's causing that. What's only seen from space sort of formation. I think those are probably really small dunes. Great Basin National Park has caves. Yeah, Lehman Cave. Actually, that's a great idea. Yeah. Well, I think for sure I'm going to stop at Great Basin because it's pretty much on the way regardless. And I've been wanting to visit it for so long. And I have a sticker of Great Basin National Park on my laptop. So I feel like I have to visit it, or I'm kind of a poser for having that sticker. My dad gave it to me a long time ago. I thought it looked cool, but I still haven't been there. So actually, yeah, let's check out Great Basin National Park. That's probably going to be the main stop. The one thing I know I really want to see is there's a rock glacier. So Nevada actually has a glacier, and, who would have guessed that? I need to read up more on the specifics of it, but I'm pretty sure what's happening is there's a bunch of ice under the rocks, and the rocks kind of protect it. But yeah, this is technically a glacier right here in Nevada. But that's awesome, How do you mean oldest organism? I'm pretty sure they're the oldest, I think stromatolites might count as the oldest organism, but those are bacterial colonies, so I don't know if that really counts. But single organism, I'm pretty sure the Methuselah bristlecone pine is the oldest. Let's just look it up. I have Google open. Methuselah age. It's estimated to be 4,853 years old. That's just ridiculous. It was well established as a tree by the time the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. 4,000 years is almost incomprehensible. Jacob Berry, do another coordinates video. If you rewind the stream, I just got my coordinate for the next random one, and it's right here in Nevada, because I'm going to do each state first, because a lot of people were telling me, do the whole world, and it's like, I'm just a dude in college. I can't afford to go to South Africa over the weekend, so I'm going to do the western states first. We'll see. So we're kind of looking at what I can do on that trip now. Cathedral Gorge has rock formations. Sweet. Love if you included dendrochronology. or dendronology. Yeah, I really want to talk about those trees. And it looks like there's a grove up here. Just right at the top. They live in the most ridiculous places. Yeah, there they are. Super, super old trees. I mean, this thing right here is probably 1,000 years old. A lot of the big bristlecone pines are literally older than the United States. Like, most of them are. There's an old one right there. And they're so cool, too, just like visually. And it's hard to imagine something standing in a single spot for almost 5,000 years. So I definitely want to see those. I definitely want to see the rock glacier. You know, summiting Wheeler Peak would be awesome, but I think the only problem is I really want to do this kind of soon, and it's probably going to be quite snowy up top here still. So I might have to save that. Oh, there's another structure up here. Maybe that is just a basin and range thing. Or is that a structure? I mean, yeah, this peak is 13,000 feet tall. That's crazy. Let's see if we get a better view of the rock glacier from here. Yeah, there it is. You can really see it there. It doesn't look normal. It's not just a bunch of rocks. Wow. That's pretty legit. I actually don't know what the elevation gain is on this hike, but it's probably pretty tough. You'll eventually explore the world. Yeah, I gotta work up to it. Hope you have snowshoes. Yeah. I hope it's not too snowy by the time I go. But might be using some spikes at least. Have you checked out Ireland at all? I have not. Do you have any Ireland suggestions for me? Because I have no knowledge on Ireland, to be honest with you. Yeah, Nevada is farther than Utah. So the first point was in Utah. I figure it's good to just go one step at a time. Well, because the thing with Utah is, or I mean Nevada is, I was pretty sure it wouldn't be in a high mountain range, because that's why I didn't want to do Colorado, because I'm probably most excited to do a Colorado random point video. But, you know, if it plopped down up here, I can't go there for another couple months. And, yeah, I'd rather get going now. Same thing with a lot of California, just so much snow. So I figured as long as it didn't end up in, you know, Great Basin National Park, I'd probably be good. And it ended up here, so looks like relatively easy to get to. I think I'll just drive this highway, and I think there's even a dirt road right there. It's amazing how much of the West is just covered in dirt roads. Can get pretty much anywhere. And then, yeah, let's see how far this distance is. I think my point was right about here. So I only have to walk barely 1,000 meters to get to the point. So, yeah, I want the rest of the road trip to be actually doing stuff. Because, I mean, this mountain range here does look actually pretty interesting. We got a lot of weird rocks going on here. But there's no photosphere, so I can't really tell what it's like. There's just this one down here. Actually, let's check that one out. I think, did I? Oh, I haven't looked at this already. Yeah, there's a bunch of basalt here, I think. Or maybe that's rhyolite. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Looks like there might be some archaeology to find. Okay. That's exciting. I really, I like that kind of thing. This is pretty cool. Great Basin archaeology is really fascinating too. All of that is pretty much inaccessible right now. Which road is closed? Good morning, Fawny. Oh, sorry. Honey Shark, welcome back. The Topo cats look adorable as usual. Yes, they do. Got the cat blanket. Hello from Arizona. Nice. Yeah, I've been wondering where you're at, Honey Shark. Ever since the first stream, you're the big Topo Cats enjoyer. Glad to have you back. Let's see what's over here. Wow, that's a gorgeous. There must be lots of yeah, petroglyphs here. Got a box. I mean, that's just really, really pretty. That's what I love about Nevada. It's not, you know, it's not the biggest rock walls. It's not the craziest mountains, but they're just solid. And not many people go there. Interesting. Did I check out them all? Oh, I think I didn't check out this one. This will probably show some of those petroglyphs. Jeez, it's pretty. It's a lot of cheatgrass, though. It's unfortunate. Got anything on the wall? Oh, yeah. Wow. Jeez, yeah, there's a bunch. What are we looking at here? These are pretty strange. Kind of look like lizard. No, they got a tail. It's almost like a squirrel or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, what culture made these? Because I need to read up on, like I said, Great Basin archaeology. There's a bunch here though. That's really cool. Yeah, it's very different from Utah for sure. The road up to Wheeler Peak. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're right. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait until May or the end of May to go. Or maybe I don't know. Do you know if Lehman Caves is open right now? I'd be fine if I didn't see the rock glacier because honestly, that could be its own video. I would love to go just make a complete video about a rock glacier because it's really cool. Hola from Chile. Welcome, Barbara. That's cool. I've never had a viewer from Chile before, I don't think. I didn't realize how many petroglyphs there were until I started watching your videos. Honestly, I didn't talk about it in my last video, but I was thinking about it. I had no idea either. I thought petroglyphs were only at select spots, like in a national park, for example, you know, where the signs tell you they are. And then gradually I started to realize that no, they are everywhere. You have to look, and if you look, you can find them all across the West. I recently learned some that are actually really near me, just on some boulders. I'm going to mark this down as the first find because that is really cool, and I definitely want to stop there. But yeah, they're everywhere, and it's really, really cool. It makes me happy that they're everywhere. Because places like this, you know, I don't know how many people would get to enjoy these because it's literally so far from anything, but that's why I'm excited to go visit them, and hopefully everyone in the videos will be able to enjoy them as well, because I think they're meant to be seen. What do you think about Swedish nature? That's another country I haven't looked at, along with Ireland. So if any of you guys up from that part of the world have suggestions, I would love to look into it more. Right now, I'm just looking at Nevada since I'm planning a trip there. But yeah. All right. Let me get. I want to see how close this is to my point. Okay, pretty close. So that was up here. So yeah, I definitely can stop there on the way. That's exciting. And in fact, I kind of want to do maybe a little extra exploring. And I imagine there's petroglyphs everywhere. Like I said, they're not just at the signs. I mean, these mountains look really interesting too. We got like volcanic rock next to some sedimentary rock. Bunch of cool geology here. I think, oh, whoops. Is there any canyon right next to this actually? Like, yeah, there is. These right here might have petroglyphs as well. It just really depends on, if that's where they were living. Because those other ones were here. I imagine this was probably sort of pretty big drainage. But yeah, there's more. There's another big drainage right here. This canyon, actually. It looks really nice. Look at that canyon. Is there any photospheres in it? No. Anyway, probably so much history in here. That's exciting. I need to go read up on who made those. Yeah, I think this will be a good spot to check out before we get to the point. What is this? Is this a cliff? That's interesting looking. Those actually might be pretty cool. You can't really tell. Actually, I'll probably be able to see this from the road. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got the black lava rock again on top of some sedimentary rock. Seems like that's happening a lot in this area. Oh, I'm so excited, man. It's gonna be nice. Go to Sweden if you ever get the chance to. I would love to go to Sweden and Norway. Hello, Michael. Welcome, everyone. I think we got, 30 people in here. Good morning to y'all. It's nice to see. Okay. Let's keep looking. So, let's assume that Great Basin National Park is pretty snowy still in, 2 weeks. That's when I was wanting to do it. But there's still the Lehman caves, and I could still at least see the bottom of the range. So let's check that out. Yeah, this road is not going to be open. I think the Lehman caves are at the bottom here. Because I've never put a cave on a video, and I feel like that'd be pretty cool. It'd be hard to film, for sure. Yeah, actually, that would be really hard to film when I think about it, but I'd have to figure it out. Wow, that's awesome. Look at that. I think, I don't know, are you allowed to take a big flashlight in there? Or how does it work? Has anyone been here? I mean, it's got to be guided tours, so that's a little disappointing, but yeah, it's not surprising. It's hard to click on these photospheres. Oh man. It's pretty dark in there. I think if I even got like a minute of footage, it would still be really fun to see. Oh yeah, there's an arch. Lexington Arch. Okay, let me find out where that is. Yeah, I bet we could find something cool in Sweden. We'll get that in a little bit if I finish up with Nevada. I'm trying to stay a little more focused this stream. Sometimes I start hopping all over the place. Okay, where is Lexington Arch? I think it's on the southern end. Yeah. This, let's see, what elevation we're at. 2,500 meters. What's the top? Yeah, so it's about probably still 10,000 feet. That's not good. That's what 2,500 meters is, right? I always have to check. Meters, 2 feet. Oh, it's okay. 8,000. I was off. Yeah. Okay, this might be doable then at 8,000 feet. Jeez. That's impressive. I mean, I wasn't expecting much, to be honest. I thought that was another one for a second. It's too bad this looks like it got burnt. Damn. That's still really sick. That's a very unique shape. Okay, Lexington Arch, definitely. I'll mark that one down. I mean, I already knew about it, but it's a good find for today. I didn't know what it looked like. Let's see. Where's my? There it is. Washington Park, AZ. Okay, I'll check that in a bit. I'm looking at Nevada right now. Welcome though, Cougar Faz. I think that's probably gonna be the main highlight of Great Basin National Park. Do have a pretty good canyon here though. Actually, yeah, maybe I should check out these canyons. Can't really tell how like in size they are. Not too much. Big Wash. Let's see what it looks like. I bet you there's probably some petroglyphs I could go look at here too. Oh yeah, look at those rocks. Wonder what that building is. What else we got? Anyone been to Great Basin National Park before? Oops, don't. Okay, I guess we're going here. I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, that's a terrible photosphere too. Terrible. Seems like this canyon is popular. It'd be really fun to backpack here. This dude just climbed up the mountain. Got some more bristle cones. Nice. Great view. Wow. That's kind of what I want to do. I'll just get up to a viewpoint. I don't need to summit any of the peaks this time around. And that will be good enough. This wall here, though, that was kind of cool. You could see that from the bottom. I think this is bigger than it shows. Yeah, almost like 100 meters tall. That actually might be a really cool spot to hike up to. And I think this is granite because it's called Granite Basin. And it looks like granite. Maybe I found where I want to go. Let's see. I think we'd be able to see it better from here. Oh, definitely not. That's not where I thought it was. Oh, it's still really nice. Come on, give me a good viewpoint of this wall here. Let's see. It's up there. Maybe this one will be better. These are kind of in the trees, though. That is not where that is. Ah, I hate that. Come on. I think this is... I don't know if this is Wheeler. Yeah, I think this is Wheeler. Guys, stop putting your photospheres in the wrong location. It makes me angry. Okay, this one is actually there. But we can't see anything. Still cool, though. Some nice aspen and Douglas fir. Yeah, that just looks pleasant. Turn on photos and layers. Is that on Google Earth or is that Google Maps? You like archaeology, dendrology, geology, and ecology. Any other ologies? Oh, I don't know. I like biology, I guess, too. Herpetology, that's probably my biggest one. Snakes and lizards and stuff. You know how you have a real Google Earth addiction when you get mad when pictures aren't where they're supposed to be. Yeah, it honestly does make me really mad. I don't understand. I think people just mess up. I don't think they're like doing it on purpose, but it still pisses me off because I get excited. I'm like, oh, I really want to see what's here, and then it's not at all there. Man, these mountains here are actually looking pretty neat. Okay, I think the view from Pyramid Peaks should get me what I want, as long as this photosphere is right. Wow, yeah. This is way better than the view from Wheeler, to be honest with you. Because that's Wheeler up there, but I think on the southern side of the range, there's a lot of really big granite walls. That's what I want to go see. I mean, this one right here is just in the shade. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe. Well, I won't be able to summit this because, yeah, it'll be covered in snow. But I don't know, I'll have to check out the hikes. Might be able to make it farther than I think. I'll have to check there. Is mycology mushrooms? Okay, yeah, it is. Fungi. You said photos are in layers, so yeah. Let's see here. Additional layers, photos. Oh, yep, there they are. Oh, this is fun. I've never tried this. Okay, which photo were you talking about? Let's see. I want to look near Pyramid Peak. Oh, it just took me back to the photosphere. That's awesome. Can I click on the photo, please? What the hell? Okay, maybe I need to turn off the street view. That might help. This is a nice view though. I got some snow here. Maybe that's what it would look like. I don't know. I don't know why, but they don't have the date on these. Okay, let's check out the photo. There we go. Oh. So that's Pyramid Peak from the bottom. Some lake. That's pretty sweet. There's Wheeler. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That looks like Notch Peak. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Actually, I think this is the top of Wheeler. It looks a little different. Alright, cool. Learn something new every day. I did not know that there was just photos. Here, I'm upside down. I wanted to look more at Mount Washington because that's where those cliffs are, but does no one go over there? It's probably wilderness. Oh, we can check out some photos of Lexington Arch too. This is awesome. This is in June. So, yeah. Let's see if we can find an earlier photo. That's July. Ah, May. May 20th. See, that looks very doable. That's not too bad. Let's look at Lexington. We have some good photos. Well, that one's old. Okay. There's another June. No snow at all. Good. Got the fingers in the photo. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if we could get like up over here. I feel like that would be a really cool view. Seems like people kind of stop though. Oh, there's probably a cliff. Yeah. That was a pretty good photo. Oh, these guys got over there. Huh. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Okay. Anything else in Great Basin National Park? I think these cliffs are honestly so cool. There's gotta be a trail. Like, there's a trail right there. There's just no photospheres over here. Oh well. Okay, I'm turning off these photos. They're starting to get annoying. Yeah. Oh well. I'll see the. I imagine I'll be able to find some of the bristle cones. There's got to be a couple. Because the road's probably just closed down here. Actually, maybe I should look at photos of Lehman Caves. Man, going to Mount Hood to collect mushrooms for DNA? That's cool. I'll check that out in a bit, Jexy, if you send it again. I'm looking at Nevada. I'll take some suggestions in a bit. What's the best town in if you're visiting Great Basin National Park? I don't know if there is one. Let's see. I mean, I imagine there's something maybe here. I don't know. I honestly don't think there's any cities like nearby. Like, these cities are 4 fields. They're not actually. Ooh, we got a cave over here. No photos. I mean, I don't know. Maybe is that Atlanta? Nope, that's just a mine. See what I mean? There's nothing there. There's nothing. Okay, here we go. There's an actual town right there. McGill. Probably. Or, oh yeah, Ellie is an actual town too. Or is it Eli? I don't know. Eli. It's probably Eli. That would probably be the closest town. Okay, I think we looked through this pretty good, so maybe I'll look through a couple of you guys' suggestions. I can always come back to this later. But yeah, we got a random point. I'm super excited. Nevada random point video will be out, hopefully, I don't know, in a month or so. We will see. At this point, I don't know, because I would like to go in like 2 weeks, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I'm still in school. Don't know if I'm gonna get busy. Here's some snow. That's probably what it's gonna look like. Oh well. Okay, I want to check out those rectangular structures one of you guys sent. Maybe I'll look at Nevada more. Have you heard of Lund Hot Springs in Nevada? No. Tell me more about it. I might have to check that out. Have you been in any parks outside of the States? The only one I've been to is Waterton National Park in Canada, but that kind of barely counts because it's basically just part of glacier. Oh, interesting. It's just like there's some old structures on top of this mountain here. It's probably a really cool place. Oh yeah. What are we in, like the Philippines right now or something? Oh yeah, there's the Lincoln logs that you mentioned. that's columnar basalt. Yeah, they were using the columnar basalt to build. That would be so cool if there was stuff like that in the West, because there's so much columnar basalt here, but I don't think anyone built with it because they were so heavy and giant. Let's check out those Lund Hot Springs. Hot Springs would be nice. Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of on the way to the random point. So I think my random point is right here. So that's actually right on the way. That would be sweet to stay in a little hot springs. There's probably some cool birds here. See if there's anybody shows what it's like. Nope. Huh, okay. That might be interesting to check out. I mean, these just kind of look cool from Google Earth anyway, because you got all these, I don't know what they are. Just mats of plants or something. Ooh, there's a lot of pins on this one. What's up with that? Oh, just hiking, I guess. Nothing crazy. Yeah, anybody else have some Nevada suggestions? Just before I move on somewhere else. I think I looked through most of Great Basin. Yeah, we could move on. I've been looking at Nevada for a while. I'm excited though. I need to catch up on the chat. Google Earth confession time. Who has planned a trip somewhere you've never been until he scoped out Street View driven to where you're going just because you can? Yeah, I do that all the time. When you go to these places, do you camp in your car? Yes, I do. I have a really great car camping setup. I probably should make a video of it, but basically, yeah, I just lay down my seats, I put down a bunch of blankets, and then I throw a sleeping bag down on that, and it's pretty comfy, honestly. Brown Mountain, Oregon. Okay. There's some videos on YouTube of it. Yeah, it looks very remote. Alright, I'll do Brown Mountain and then JC sent something. Gotta go have fun and wonderful weekend. You too, Chris Carroll. Thanks for stopping by. Brown Mountain. Oregon. We got a bunch of... Oh, there it is. North Carolina. Small cinder cone on top of a shield volcano. That's cool. It's next to Mount McLaughlin. That must be what that view is in there. I think I've driven this road, actually. Is there a highway here? Yeah, I've driven this road. So I've been right next to this thing. How is there nobody on top? People love summiting those things. I do think it's cool how there's these patches of trees in between the lava. Rock. It's pretty sweet. I like it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in the Cascades. That's a nice trail. It's very satisfying looking. Let's see what looks like over here. I think this trail must just ring around. I don't know if they I think they poured down rock because it's probably awful to walk across that stuff. That looks nice. I really like the contrast. Probably could get some pretty nice photos there. Because, I mean, yeah, there's just patches and patches of trees all over that side of that thing. Cool. Let's check out JC's pin. That sounded cool. Oh, Nevada. Let's go. Whoa. Where is this? That's really close to my point as well. That was a good suggestion, man. Those are cool. Got a parking lot right in the middle of it. Classic. Cathedral Gorge. Yeah. There's gotta be some pins here. Oh, yeah. Nice find. Yeah, I'll see about making a video. I feel like, I don't know. The only reason I haven't so far is just because I try to keep most of my videos like very focused as like an adventure, and I don't know how many people actually care about my car camp setup, so that's what's kind of stopped me from doing it so far. But I think a lot of people do get curious about that, because the other thing I try to do is when I'm out, I just try to show it. So when I do the Nevada trip, I'll probably show it. Yeah, these are, I don't know, it doesn't look like sandstone quite, but it is very red. It reminds me a little bit of Bryce Canyon. That's pretty cool. I mean, this looks so much different than the high mountain ranges nearby, and that's what's so cool about Nevada. Looks like a section of the PCT. Actually, it might be. That's probably makes most sense. Oh, yeah, this might be ash. I don't know, though. Ash isn't usually red. Ash is usually white. But, you know, I'm not sure. It could be ash. Yeah, see that does look like ash there. That's really cool. That would yield some sick drone shots, but it's a state park it looks like, so I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Cool, cause yeah, that's I think my point is right. Oh, maybe I need to type it in again. I think it was probably this one. That's not gonna load. Google loves to do this to me whenever I go back into the old pins. Fuses. Come on, man. Work. Oh no, I don't know which one it is. Let me just copy it back from my website. That's probably the easiest solution here. I just want to compare where this is. Yeah, okay, so it's just right across. That was over here. That's right here. Cool. It's kind of a big canyon right here, actually. There's a lot of state parks around here. There's a lot of wilderness as well. Mount Irish Wilderness. Trust me, your real fans are curious about every layer of planning and logistics. No joke, I wonder about how many gallons of water you bring. Yeah, that's a funny question. I usually bring my 10-liter tub, and that will last me a while, to be honest, because you know I'll get like drinks at gas stations and stuff. And then I usually buy a bunch of these really cheap sparkling water bottles from Winco. They're like 70 cents, and those are my other water supply, and they also taste good. So yeah, that's what I do. I think over spring break, which was like a 9-day trip, I took probably like 10 gallons. So something like that. Okay, I've looked at Nevada too much. Let's go look at Ireland. Somebody kept talking about Ireland. I don't know if that person's still here, but now I'm curious. And Sweden. I've never ever looked at Ireland on a map, so my assumption is that it's completely flat, but I can already see that there's lots of mountains here, so that's kind of cool. Is Ireland like, is there any remote places in Ireland, or is it pretty much all habitated? Oh yeah, it looks like it's all habitated. Look at that, solid. Let's check out these mountains. Ireland. I do not have a good Irish accent. Oh, that's wow. Man, imagine farming there. That'd be sweet. How do you say that? Gleninchicken. Huh. How many people live in Ireland? Like, what's the population too? Well, there's like no photospheres up here. Interesting. feel like that looks really nice. Oh, there's a big mountain over here. Check out that. Man, these words are ridiculous. Okay. That's legit. For Ireland, at least. Barbara, I am a new enthusiastic member of the channel. I'd love to see anything about logistics. Well, maybe I'll have to do that then. Just a complete setup video. Hello from just south of Moab. Just pulled over at Wilson Arch. I was just there so many times over the last week or something. That's fun. You have surface there? That's funny. Yeah, I was just over there for spring break. Are you heading to the Needles? That's where you should be going. Yeah, there's no old growth anywhere anymore, to be honest with you guys. It's sad, but... Washington Park. Oh, yeah, you were mentioning this a while ago. I was waiting. Anyway, Ireland looks interesting. I don't think it's a place I'd ever go, to be honest. But, you know, I never know. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to travel in my life. And if it's a ridiculous amount, then maybe I'll go to Ireland. Because I feel like these mountains in Scotland look really cool, too. But Washington Park, Mogollon Rim, is that the same place? Oh, I think we looked at this last time. Oh, no, we didn't, but I've heard of this place. Is this oh, Washington Park's right there. Yeah, actually, I would love to go here. There's a lot of really cool snakes in this area, and I think it would be very fun to hike around looking for snakes and enjoying this area. Washington Park. It's the view from down here. Ponderosa Pine. Nice. Can't see the rim there. I'm wondering why nobody has gone further. Yeah, oh, it looks like maybe this is private property. That's the only thing that sucks about Arizona is there's definitely a lot more private property there, which is a bummer. That's pretty sweet. Oh man, that looks like peak snake habitat right there. I would love to be here right now, especially in the spring. There's probably snakes all over the place. Really cool lizards. Wow, that would be a fun place to go herping. That's really cool. You know, I'm gonna put down the Mogollon Rim. This is a good suggestion, Cougar Faz. I think I'd love to go here. I probably won't this year because best time to herp is May, and I'm going to be in Australia all of May, so I'm really going to miss most of herping season here in the West, which is a little sad, but, you know, it's definitely worth it. Especially if I can see a cool herp in Australia. And there's definitely cool stuff there. Let's check out another view. I think we got some comments. I'll read those in a sec. Yeah, that's sweet. That's really nice. Yeah, F in the chat for overlogging for real. Pine Island, Viewpoint Ireland. Okay, can head back there. Should check out Moon Valley in, oh, I don't know how to say that. Brazil. That's another country I've never looked at. I mean, there's just so many places I've never looked at, and I spend so much time on Google Earth already. Ireland doesn't have enough limestone. Yeah. Best two-needle pine. You might be right about that. I don't know. Yeah, the Netherlands is all developed. Yeah. I've never had Ireland on my list. But let's see. You said what? Pine View? Give it one more shot. Pine Island viewpoint. And we'll check out that Brazil one. I don't know. It's like nothing against Ireland. I just think it's it's not my style of place, I guess. I mean, that's awesome though. Wow. I think I don't know. It's just never been on my list, but this is actually really nice. I think the main thing for me too, for a lot of places, is I want to go remote places, and it just seems like Ireland doesn't have too much remote areas, um, which is why I'd probably find myself in Norway first. But if I got the opportunity to go there, it would obviously be really, really cool. And that's the other thing why I wouldn't have this on my list is because I have very limited time and resources to be able to go, all the way across the world anyway. I mean, I've never even done it, and May will be my first time when I go to Australia. And now it's if I was able to travel more, then I consider it. Because there's so many places on the earth that I I want to see, and I will not see all of them. It's gonna be just a couple probably. What's this? Moon Valley. Okay. Hmm. Let's see here. Rock formation. Okay, where's the rock formation? Oh, this right here. Oh, I can kind of see now all this stuff right there. Oh, jeez. Wow. Plenty of photospheres to pick from. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is, yeah, really, really eroded rock. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's basalt. That's pretty cool. That's really neat. Great drone shot, whoever did this. Yeah, that's really cool. It's like a slot canyon, kinda. Huh. And then this spot is neat. That's awesome. I mean, that just looks like a Google background. Got really cool boulders, just crazy fractures and erosion. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I never would have seen that. It's like really small. I mean, Brazil is such a big place. And like I said, I've never looked at anything on it. It's a huge country. Because where even were we? We were right there. Just almost right in the middle. God, it's freaking huge. Look at all this. Such a big country. Is there any like exposed mountain ranges in Brazil at all? I think it's like mostly flat. It's got the Amazon basin and then yeah. I don't know, there's like I don't know what the geology of Brazil is at all. Oh wait, yeah, because this is the flat side of South America. So there's probably no mountains over there for the most part. I mean, oh, maybe there's some right here. Oh yeah, definitely there is. They're just like hard to see from far out. They don't have like any plants on them. What's up with that? This actually might be pretty cool. Did not think we'd end up in Brazil for this stream, but here we are. It's so weird to me that they're so exposed. I don't know what the climate exactly is here, but I just imagine that there were more trees. I guess it's kind of like parkland. It looks like it's a lot more grassy than it seems on Google Earth or from the imagery. I mean, there's some good stuff here. That's a great view. Wow. Some very cool plants as well. I think this looks like granite. Maybe it's like a little volcanic batholith or something like that. It looks like it goes for quite a ways here. Is there any canyons? Oh, yeah. Why is it white? Man, this is just weird. I don't even know what's happening. What are those plants? Wait, they're all over. That's really cool. Oh, it's like a flower ball. But they're so spherical. That's funny. Triple Frontier. Yeah, this is a really cool area, actually. Yeah, the Yampa River Canyon is pretty sweet. I wanted to visit that on spring break, but it started snowing. Did we have some native Brazilians in here? I don't. How do I pronounce your name? I don't know what the little tilde over the A is pronounced like. Um, these are pretty cool though. I feel bad whenever I can't pronounce, um, names that are in different languages because I really want to. I wish I could. Oh yeah, those falls are sweet. And that watercolor is interesting. A lot of iron in it or something. Cool. Well, I knew nothing about Brazil geography before today, but now I know a little bit. Yeah, I just got this mountain range here. And is there any more? Maybe up here, some small stuff. Kind of a desert area. I mean, it's just crazy because Brazil is easily the size of the American West, which is what I know really well. And there's so many different climates and habitats just in the American West. So I can't imagine here. Really big areas of farmland, just super visible from really far out. It's pretty cool. Again, Brazil is never a place I'd ever think of visiting, but who knows? Is this a mountain range or is this a city? These are cities. It's kind of hard to tell. It just looks really... I mean, a lot of imagery just looks satisfying, but I like how it looks. What is this? So, what are these? What the heck? Oh, those must just be little road turnarounds. Easy to explain via chat. I know a bit of Portuguese. Yeah, I don't know any. Jumbo Peak in Washington. Okay, and I'm not even gonna try to say that, guys. Thank you, Pedro. Though I'll check that out. The Rio area has some cool geography. Any favorites in New Mexico? Oh man, I gotta think back to last stream. We were looking at New Mexico a lot. Let me answer that in a minute. I think the Gila area is cool. And the Bitsy Badlands. Or is it Bisty? I never remember. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, we're still in Brazil. I don't know what kind of rock this is. It looks like some sort of either metamorphic or... I don't know. That's really... Man, there's lots of... Wow, oh, that's sweet. That looks like the hoodoo video I did. The rock was eroding like that there as well, but it was soft sandstone, and this looks very different. That's sweet. These are all, again, probably amazing places to fly a drone. Oh, whoa, Google Earth chill. Sorry, it's getting to that point where it's starting to lag a little bit. Let's see what it's like from the top of this mountain. Jeez, the lag. That's awesome. Then maybe this is limestone. I don't know. I think this actually is limestone or dolomite or something. That is so cool. Yeah, those are some sweet rock formations. Yeah, the way it's eroding like that, I think it's limestone because it's definitely getting dissolved. Ernest Camps, hello. Refreshing the page may help. Yeah, I might do that. Let me do that. Just unbig this. Oh yeah, I think that did help. All right, let's what we had Washington, something in Washington a minute ago. Jumbo Peak. If I can copy this. It's funny, you get to see my mouse try to copy over here. That's funny. Oh yeah, so let's look at New Mexico real quick to answer Max's question. I think the coolest things I've found in New Mexico are, yeah, the Badlands up here, right there. The Gila is just a really remote area that I want to backpack in. I have been up over here a lot, looking around. There's lots of like volcanic buttes and this canyon here that are nice. Shiprock obviously is so cool. And then other than that, I haven't looked too much. I want to look some more. But oh yeah, there's like lots of volcanic stuff in New Mexico. But let's do Jumbo Peak. Nah, it's still a little laggy. Might just close it out and open up a new one. Oh wow, yeah. Is that the rock or the plants? I think those are plants. That's probably a great view of just all the other volcanoes in the area. Yeah. I bet that's like a trifecta volcano view from the top of this. There's gotta be some summiters. Only one? Are you serious? Man, I thought that would have way more. It's not even on the top. Because that's blocking Mount Rainier. Oh, it's on a dirt bike too? What the heck? That's crazy to me. I love volcano views like that. They're my favorite. I can't believe there's not a photosphere on the top of this. I mean, I feel like Washington is one of the most, traveled states. And the view from the top of this place has to be like perfect. I mean, you'd have Adams to the right, Helen's right to the left, and then Rainier to the north. That's ridiculous. Oh, maybe right here. You know, I might mark this down. Oh. Nice. This is why you don't go to Washington. There's lots of nice flowers, though. Like, actually, so many. That's cool. That's an L. Oh, there's another one. Maybe we got a sunny one. Aww. I wasn't expecting to see that. Wow. That's... Oh, they like moved around a bunch. That's gorgeous. I might save this. I think this would be a really great way to see all these volcanoes at once. Yeah, that's a good find. Or just a good suggestion, I guess. Save this area. Oop, where are you taking me? Okay. Google Earth just decides to do that sometimes. What time is it anyway? Okay, we're doing good. Canyon de Chelly is underrated. Yeah, I've seen photos from it. I really want to see it. This Mumbo Peak, where is it? Looks like Manpuppener. Yeah, where's Mumbo Peak at? I guess I can just look it up. There's probably not many Mumbo Peaks. Quad view. Yeah, I guess you probably could see Hood in the distance. Imagine if Hood was like right here. That would be perfect if it was even closer. Mumbo Peak. See where it takes me. I don't think that's what we were talking about. Anyway, good suggestion. Let's go look at another country again. Well, we never checked out Sweden. Who was talking about Sweden earlier? I know Sweden is like, I don't know. It reminds me, like Finland and Sweden remind me of kind of the Canadian Shield area, and I imagine it's kind of similar in just in general, with all the lakes and just carved out by glaciers, and kind of just boreal forest everywhere. Man, it's like I'm gonna open up a new Google Earth real quick because this one is just sucking. Let me see if that helps. Actually, I can get rid of this whole window as well. That might help. Sorry. Quick. Is there a way to clear the cache on Google Earth? I think that might be part of my problem. Oh, Jumbo Peak. Okay, so you were just talking about, yeah, what we were looking at. Cool. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah, looks good. Okay, please be smoother. Yeah, that was a lot better. At least for now. So, Sweden. I'm actually probably a decent amount Swedish. I don't know exactly my family lineage, but I know I have some Finnish in me. So I imagine there's some Swedish as well. Yeah, really cool forests. I don't know the tree species over here. Um, and then eventually you hit the mountains over here. I mean, that's where I'd want to be. It's kind of over on this border here. Like, maybe up here. Just, wow, that's a lot of pins. Got a kind of crater lake over there. Not really, but I mean, see, yeah, this just kind of reminds me of what we were looking at with Ireland. It's all very similar up north there. Um, I love the green, the mossy green. Oh, that's not what I wanted to go to. Found the shark teeth on the maps. Nice. Oh, now planning a flight in Microsoft Flight Sim. That's a good way to see it, honestly. Yeah, I do have Google Earth Pro, but I just don't like how it looks as much, to be honest. I think the web version looks a lot cleaner. The Pro version is better for like analysis and getting things done, but just exploring, I kind of like the other ones. Yeah, the Tundra, yeah, would definitely have the better visuals. Vosges Mountains. Yeah, sure. Check those out. Is that Sweden? Okay, Martin, I will check that out in a minute. I haven't even checked how many viewers we have. How many we're at right now? 30, 34? Nice. Peak of almost 40 today. On a Saturday morning. Let's go to these mountains. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. Eastern France. Okay. Definitely pronouncing that wrong then. Yeah, these are looks like some very eroded mountains, some older ones. Like over here you can just see, I mean, that might just be logging too. Yeah, it is. Medium mountains, Google Earth says. Interesting. Let's check out a photosphere. Wow, these are covered. Nice. This looks like the like California Coast Range to me, kind of. Not bad. Let's see. I don't think I've looked pretty much anywhere in France either. I've been saying that a lot this stream. You guys are throwing out stuff I've never looked at before. Yeah, I've definitely never looked at France. I have no idea what's going on with it. Besides, you know, the Alps over here. This kind of looks cool. What is this? Is this a volcano? Kind of looks like an old volcano to me. Weird. Check this out. That Martin said. Yeah, that's definitely not Swedish. Yeah, I mean the Rockies are some of my favorite on the planet, for sure. Is this a lake you were talking about? Oh yeah. Can I just open up this photo? That'd be sweet. Wow, those little islands are kind of satisfying looking. There's just trees right up to the edge of them. Ah, I would love to see the Northern Lights someday. I technically saw them, but it doesn't really count when you're still in Washington. I want to see them far north. Now I'm just starting to... Sorry, Sweden. I'm looking at Norway now. I can't look at Sweden without getting drawn to Norway. It's kind of bad. Jotunheimen. Jeez. So many mountaineers. What are y'all doing? Did they really build a building on top of this mountain? See, that just looks like the Canadian range that we were looking at last stream, to be honest. Man, there are a ton of people here. Must be a popular trail. God, I don't know if that's actually that dark for rock. Oh, I don't even know where to start with Norway. There's so many fjords. So many fjords. Bergen. I've heard about Bergen a lot. Probably saying that wrong. Geopark. I want to go to Geopark. These are going to be cool looking. That's sweet. And that's just the ocean right there. Man. I want to go fishing here. I don't know why I have the urge to do that, but it seems like a fun place to go fishing. Okay. And let me check if there's any suggestions. Been to Sweden, nice. Man, you've been all over the place. Huh. All right. What do I want to check out? I want to do something new here. Just gonna poke around. These are probably ridiculous. The place that I have been most fascinated by recently probably is Baffin Island here. And I think I want to try to get here someday. Because it is awesome. Just like this alone here. Just the satellite imagery of this place is ridiculous. Like, you wouldn't be able to appreciate that from the ground at all, but it's such a fun place to look at. Those colors are so nice. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, there's no photospheres there. Also, I kind of want to screenshot this just because it's so pretty, so I can put it on a future thumbnail. That's gorgeous. Like, look at this. Then you got a bunch of little perfect circles over here. It's just full of weird things. I think those are full of ice or something. And then these patterns. Like, what is going on there? It looks like pine needles. That's... Oh my gosh, I have to screenshot this as well. I'm counting this as a find. I didn't realize there was pine needle formations over here. Jeez. My bad. You should try with Patagonia. Yeah, I did that a couple streams ago, and it was really fun. So maybe go over there in a minute. I want to check out Baffin Island more now. This is cool. Yeah, I'm from around. That's why I visited the Nordic slot. Nice. I cannot hold myself from using Earth and to find the shark teeth. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are looking for it. I know the people that are spending ridiculous amounts of time to find them on Google Earth are gonna respect it, so I'm not worried. Belknap Crater in Oregon. Okay, I'll check that in a minute. I've been around the Great Salt Lake a lot, and it's not always pink like that. It depends on what the algae's doing. So I really should plan a time to go out there when it's pink, but I haven't done that because I mean I live super close to it, but I don't know why this is happening, and it's really weird to me. This is going in a future video as a cool find. I need someone to explain me what is going on here. It's kind of like, I don't know, such, oh my gosh, I can't believe that that's just our Earth. That's just our Earth right there. Isn't that so pretty? God, Baffin Island is crazy. Maybe I'll have to make a whole Google Earth video about Baffin Island alone. I mean, that's just this tiny area. Then there's these circles. I don't know what's going on with those. This spot, and then literally the biggest rock faces on our planet are up here. All on this same island. I kind of want to click on every single photosphere right now. You know, this place. I think this was like the second stream that someone suggested this, and I am still not over it. How is that real? Oh my gosh. I really want to go to Baffin Island. I think I'm gonna make a video about this place. I'm not even lying. Lauterbrunnen, is that on this island? Okay, here. Before I get back to Baffin Island, let me go through all of these suggestions real quick, because I think we got some good ones. Start with Belknap Crater. And then Barbara, I'll get to Patagonia in a little bit, probably. Oh, it's in wilderness, so no drone shots. That's alright. It's probably still cool. Where is this? This is oh, okay. It's been between the sisters. Yeah. Yeah, I've been around here. Man, that's just a ton of nothing but lava. Isn't this where? What's that national monument called? Maybe it's not. Yeah, that would be sweet. And there's some places that I'm planning on going that are big lava fields that I think will get some drone shots that aren't in wilderness, so we'll have some of those. Okay, Pallas Tinturi. Swiss Alps, okay. For Lauterbrunnen. I don't know if I'm saying that right at all. Jeez. Oh, this is in Finland. You said this, what was special about this mountain? It's the highest remnant of the Karelids Mountains. Huh. So are you from Finland? That's a really cool... I can't believe I have viewers from Finland. I mean... that's so far away from me. That's ridiculous that I can talk to people from that far away. Yeah, there must have been some really, really old mountain ranges here that have just been punished by glaciers. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's check out this Lauterbrunnen. The circles are melted permafrost. Yeah, because I think actually the thumbnail of this video, the weird circles in North Carolina, are also those melted permafrost sites. And yeah, they look really weird on the imagery for sure. It seems wrong. Oh yeah, I think I've seen a base jump here. or not a wingsuit video. Jeez. I think I could go to Switzerland. I think that would be nice. Ugh, wow, those mountains are ridiculous. Switzerland just, it seems like when you see a mountain like that, I think of like the Himalayas, where everything, it's like there's no plant life. It's very harsh looking. But then in Switzerland, you have these same ginormous mountains, and yet there's beautiful greenery everywhere, and it just seems ridiculous. You know? Like standing on this nice grassy lawn with ridiculous mountains above you. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely world famous for a good reason. Okay, I kind of want to go back to Baffin Island. The enchantments, I have never checked those out. I might need to look at those. I hear they're very popular, though. That's the only thing keeping me away. Yeah, let's get back to Baffin Island. That was sweet. This place. Ridiculous. Okay, because we got the permafrost things, and then there's the really cool green lakes right here, and then the weird pine needle things over here. So let's see what happens when we keep looking. Just so many lakes. Just kind of shallow fjords over here. Bird sanctuary. Let me keep this on. I mean, I think that's like completely frozen over in the winter. Ooh. Tiny town here. Let's check it out. These look really sweet too. Such a harsh place. Oh wow, there's quite a few there. Yeah, about what you expect. See, this is not where I'd want to go on Baffin Island for sure. Well, I don't know. This is probably where I'd have to start from, because you gotta I don't know, get there somehow. I don't even know. Is there a city on the top side? Yeah, there is. Okay, so I'd probably like fly over here to this place. Maybe. Just love how there's rivers are carrying the sediment into the ocean. It makes such a nice gradient. But yeah, I think I could get some otherworldly drone shots there. What's on this north side of the island? There's no photospheres up here whatsoever. There's a lot more beautiful lakes. Look at that. The ice. They captured, I don't know, maybe the fracturing of the ice or something. It's not very high resolution up here. These might even be sand dunes. I can't tell. Wow. Look at these canyons. That's really pretty. It's hard to tell what you're even looking at. Oh, that's where the word tundra comes from. Okay. Yeah. I'm screenshotting this. This is ridiculous. These are all just like works of art to me. I don't know. I want to print them out and put them on my wall. This canyon would be sweet. It's got some red rock in there. This canyon. I don't know if anyone's actually ever been to these places. It's so ridiculously remote. I mean, I'm sure someone's been, but... Oh, is that a photo? Oh, we have a photosphere up here. Oh, okay, this is not part of Baffin Island, though. That's a really cool glacial river there. I wonder what these people were doing. Maybe wildlife viewing? Can't really tell. I don't know. It just seems like a glacial valley. There must be something special about it if they went all the way up there. Oh, there's a little research station right there. I bet they do research. There's probably something going on. I want to check out every single photosphere because there's not that many. Pond Inlet. There's a decent amount of places there. Frozen solid. I can't imagine living there. This is probably 8 months out of the year. Wow. That's impressive. I mean, these mountains are legit, too. I think all the ice patterns are really cool. For example, this right here. I think that's got to be ice. I don't know, though. A really weird glacier kind of thing here. This lake would probably be sweet. Lake Island, go look. And there's little crater lakes up here. I think that would be awesome. Sorry, I'm obsessed with Baffin Island right now, guys. If I'm spending too much time here, apologize. Yeah, I really don't know if this is ice. I think it has to be. Yeah, it is. Okay, because there's a big chunk. That looks cool. That looks really cool. Juneau, Alaska, yeah. I've been to Juneau once, just like on a cruise ship stop, and it was pretty nice there, but that was a long time ago. There it has brains, yeah. Here, the winter often starts in September. It can last all the way to May. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Oh, man. I mean, it kind of does where I live, but not lately. That's really cool. Okay, I'm saving. I think I'm legitimately just going to make a Baffin Island video and talk about all of the ridiculous looking satellite imagery of this place because I mean, I have not seen ice like that anywhere else. I'm sure it's all over the place, but I have not yet to see it. And it just looks, I don't know, it's a view into a place I'd never be able to go. I don't even know if anything lives here besides polar bears. Some seals. And all these little glacial lakes that are connecting to each other. Like this one here. That's another screenshot. Too bad the resolution's kind of terrible. Yeah, some more of these icy fjords. Let's see if we can find anything else on the island. I mean, they go pretty far up. It's kind of surprising. I think there'd be just solid ice there, but I guess not. Where's Mount Asgard? That's down there. So we got a national park here. Just gotta be a little bit better resolution, maybe. No. There is what probably was a boat coming up these fjords. Oh wow, that's nowhere near as snowy as I thought it would be. I thought it would still be covered even like pretty much all year, but it looks pretty barren. Maybe it's warmer there than I realize. That's kind of strange. Let's see this one. Yeah. It almost looks smoky, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's just this camera. Not really anything to burn up there. Or must have traveled far, I guess. Is this city big? Not too big. Wow. Well, no one's ever been to Baffin Island, right? Just making sure. I love the contrast. Must be like probably August and then the rest of the year covered. Yeah, where did oh, okay, so Mount Asgard is in here. Mount Odin. So this just section and through the middle is where those crazy, crazy cliffs are. I don't think I've ever checked out this one. Let's look at this. Again, not as much snow as I thought there would be. That's a really nice braided river there. Ice patterns on frozen lakes are cool looking at micro, in the micro as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that would be really sweet. Yeah, Denali is a massive pile of snow. Interesting. I imagined that this would have year-round snow on these slopes, but it is definitely warmer than I realized. Because that is, I mean, that looks like the Wind Rivers in Wyoming or something. With, you know, more glaciers, but still. I wish he took it there. I really think these little glacial lake things are pretty cool. Oh, come back. Where'd it go? There it is. Come on. So this is Mount Odin right here. Ah, it's covered. Mount Odin sounds pretty sweet. That's awesome. That looks like something out of a movie. Wow. I think this is a drone shot. Sorry, I'm just taking it in. There's a camp over there. That is ridiculous. That's a good one. Whoever made that photo screen needs to make more. Is there any more? Not even one by Thor Peak. I think the rest are all by Asgard. Oh wait, no, there's one right here. Come on, got it. Wow. Yep, I want to go here. That's for sure. Anyway, okay, I think that can conclude my obsession with Baffin Island for now. Look at that wall, man. Ridiculous. Okay. Let's look at something else. I think I pretty much covered the whole place. Maybe, oh, there's one photosphere down here. Okay, we'll check it out. Last one. Oh, there's several. Must be something good. Oh, there's a town. Okay. Or a research station or something. Yeah. Probably an Arctic research station. I need to do more research on just photos around there. Okay, let's go back, finish where we started. I want to check out Nevada a little bit more before I gotta go here. Just to make sure I'm got a couple ideas for my trip. Okay, I'm just zoomed in on this, and this looks really cool. Look at these volcanics. Where is this? I need to put this in 2D. There we go. So I think my random point is right there. This isn't too far away. Oh, nice. It's actually some pins. That's interesting looking. I thought it would be a little more mountainous. That's a nice crater. Yes, I do have a satellite communicator. I got a Garmin InReach Mini. Isn't that wall about a mile high? I don't know. I think that's not even one of the famous ones, but probably is. If I was a bird, I'd fly there. JC Bering Mountain from Gun Peak. Okay, I'll check that out. Shoot. Lunar Dry Lake. That does look like kind of a lunar crater, I guess. There's something over here I want to see. Just real quick. There's the moon. The other craters in the moon. Honestly, this looks more like the craters of the moon to me. There's more craters. These are pretty nice looking from the imagery. Alright. Bering Mountain. Whoa, that's a legit cliff. Is this the enchantments? Because the enchantments are right here, right? I definitely need to do more stuff in Washington. I've basically never hiked there. Didn't you say to Gun Peak? Lyle, hey Topo, welcome. What's up? Hereabouts, all craters have filled up with water. Yeah. Isn't Bering Mountain next to a ski resort? I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably a lot of ski resorts here. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's a pretty good cliff. There's lots of roads you can see going through here. I think there's got to be some pins. Oh yeah. Next to this lake here. Oh, okay. That's very green. That's... Man, I didn't realize there were such big cliffs in this area. That's really cool. Looks like a popular spot, as it should be. Let's see what the view from Gun Peak looks like. Dang. Yeah, I always underestimate Washington. It's a crazy place. That's really cool. I actually kind of quite like the mist here, and then is that Rainier in the back? No, I think that's Adams. Vestal Peak? Vestal? Or is it Vesta? Needle Mountains. Never heard of that. Wham Ridge. Oh, look at that. We got a rock glacier right here. That's cool. See what Vestal Peak looks like from Arrow Peak. Takes a minute. Got there eventually. Just give it a sec to load. That's a sweet lake down there. That's funny. Man, it's taking a sweet time. Man, you're really looking at your phone when you got this view? I really want to go see that lake. I want to see if there's a pin there. That's awesome. I don't know why this is taking so long to load, but very pretty. I actually quite like this area. It doesn't look too busy. Usually there's pins everywhere. This is yeah, it's towards the San Juan forest. There's a lot of great mountains up there. Let's see if we can see this lake. Oh, that one loaded way faster. That's sweet. Wow. Jeez. Are they climbing this or just hiking? Okay, yeah, it is climbing. That's cool. That's really cool. I'd probably live in Washington if I had to choose a location in the U.S. Yeah, no, Washington is probably a great place to live. Do you mainly just hike to interesting geography places, or do you mountain climbing and backpacking as well? I like backpacking. I actually just did a backpacking trip over spring break, along with some interesting geography. So a bit of mix. I've only ever done outdoor climbing once, so not as much of that. Yeah, I think that's in the North Cascades. Shucks and yeah, there's some crazy uplift. I don't know why this lake. I just want to see this lake, like from the shore of it. I guess there's a basin right here. This seems like a sweet area. There's a rock glacier right there. That mountain was ridiculous. Yeah. Wow. This really cool uplift. Yeah, I like this spot. Honestly, I might save this. I'm looking for places to go in Colorado this year, so because I've never really hiked in the Rockies too much. Well, no, I never have, and that's kind of crazy. So I feel like I need to do that this year. And I want to find some sort of off the beaten path parts of the Rockies, because probably the most popular mountain range in the United States. This seems not like there's not too many photospheres in this area here, though, so I'm liking that. But yeah, it is the American Switzerland. Yeah. All right, guys, it's 11:30, so I didn't have too much time to stream today, so I'm gonna head out. But thanks so much for hanging out on your Saturday. I had a great time. Found some pretty good stuff, and I do think I'm gonna make a Baffin Island video. And we got the Nevada random point figured out, so I'm super excited to do that. Hopefully go film that soon. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Matthew Foster, yeah. Hopefully you can go back and watch. We found some pretty good stuff in Nevada, and that will hopefully turn into a future video. So, yeah, we found some petroglyphs. Yeah, thanks, Ernest. Had some great suggestions. Carl, Riker, Lyle. See you guys later.